Even more so when it comes to living a very, very good life, the thing that we forget most, one of the most important things on this planet, I believe, is joy. I don't believe that we were put on this planet to work and then die, because that's really bleak. Like, I think we were put on this planet to come and enjoy life, enjoy the gifts we were given, enjoy the work that we do, enjoy the people we spend time with, having really solid boundaries on who we let into our energy, who gets to experience us, who we get to do life with. Like, that's joy is the most foundational thing for you to focus on.
Hi, welcome to Say More Words, a podcast that was created to emphasize the human experience through stories. I hope that you come here to learn, to expand, and most importantly, learn how to say more words. Speak your story, speak your truth, boo boo. We're so happy you're here.
Hey, how are you? Welcome back to Say More Words. First solo episode in a while. I'm excited to hang out with y'all. Song of the day is Chop Suey by System of a Down. I think it's System of a Down. Yeah. Um, so every morning when I'm in my car, I just tell Siri to play whatever. And then I like whisper, I'm like, hey, dad, play what music I need to hear today. And the first thing that came on was Chop Suey. And I was like, I guess we're here to just F shit up today. That's the vibe for today. So that's the song for today. We're not really doing that in this podcast, but it's the vibe and the song. So here we are. I had the opportunity to speak at a Valentine's Day event this past weekend. And what was really great about it is that I had the opportunity to spend time with my friend Elizabeth. She owns Caliper Cosmetics here in DFW. So if you are in DFW, you need to go see her. Inside of her business, they do what is the word? Why can't I think of, like, apparently I've used all of my words today. They do Botox and lip fillers and face fillers as well. They do microneedling treatments. They do permanent makeup. So eyeliners, lips, eyebrows. She specializes in eyebrows and fine line tattoos, just all. And then she's got like a lovely boutique. And I love being there because the vibe inside of the place, I'm going to link it in the show notes. The vibe inside of it is unbelievable. Like, it just feels really good. It doesn't look like a tattoo shop. It doesn't look like a medical aesthetic place. It just has its own experience. So every time I walk in there, it's like a deep exhale. I love being there. And she's done work on me. My fine line tattoos are done by her. She's done microneedling, which has made my skin look all glowy. So if you're watching this, like, just look. My skin looks great because of her. And I'll put a code into, so if you want any sessions, anything done, I'll put a code in the show notes as well. Just mention Tamika referred you, and you'll get some bonuses and stuff. So just go. I'm also going to be doing a tiny tattoo party soon. But anyways, so I did a Valentine's Day event there this weekend. And it was great because it was a lot of people I had never met before that I got to spend time with and love on. And we were talking about self-love because, Valentine's Day and whatnot. And I just wanted to share some of the things that I talked about there with you because we forget sometimes, right? We're human. And if we don't hear things over and over and over again, we forget, or we fall off on our habits, or we just push it to the side because we're busy. And this whole episode is to make you remember some of these things you may have heard me say before. But it's just really important to reiterate, especially at the beginning of the year. Like, I know we're 50 some days into the year. And I don't know about you, but January was the longest month of my life. And then somehow February is almost over. Like, I don't know where'd she go? Where'd she come from? Where'd she come from? Where'd she go? Where'd she come from? Cotton Eye Joe, which is appropriate for those of you who are not watching and only listening because I'm wearing overalls. Anyways, I digress. We're only about 50 some days into the year. And it is really important to get back to the basics. In January, you're not successful with all of your goals and your dreams and your aspirations and all of that if you don't get back to the basics and your habits and your routine. Time being one of the most important ones. But even more so, when it comes to living a very, very good life, the thing that we forget most, one of the most important things on this planet, I believe, is joy. I don't believe that we were put on this planet to work and then die, because that's really bleak. Like, I think we were put on this planet to come and enjoy life, enjoy the gifts we were given, enjoy the work that we do, enjoy the people we spend time with, having really solid boundaries on who we let into our energy, who gets to experience us, who we get to do life with. Like, that's joy is the most foundational thing for you to focus on. And it is the first thing we forget. I've said it before, I'll say it again, that when I ask people when they're like either they're working with me or even my friends, people have a hard time talking about what makes them happy and what brings them joy. It's very uncomfortable in our society, which is so weird because it is fundamentally one of the things that will drastically change your life. We've had tons of episodes on this podcast about joy. It's the easiest thing for us to forget. When life gets busy, when life gets hard, when life gets crazy and you're just in a season, it's easy to make joy disappear. It's easy to not focus on it. It is easy to put it on the back burner, which is insane because we were put on this earth to live a really good life. Now, we're human, so we can't escape the humanness of life. We cannot actually escape having hard moments. We can't actually escape having bad things done to us. Or, you can't escape you doing bad things, but sometimes shit happens. Because we're human. We are human having a human experience. But we can control how much we're enjoying life, what makes us happy, and having more of that in our lives. It's a really uncomfortable question to ask people who are in a kind of a meh season, because it's really uncomfortable to try and think outside of the crazy and outside of the hard and outside of all of that. It's uncomfortable to be like, okay, well, this makes me happy, this makes me happy, this makes me happy. And some of that stems from us being told we need to be humble, or that we need to focus on others. You need to be selfless. Some of that extends from how you were raised, experiences you've had, XYZ. But it's the easiest thing to go. And I'm preaching this from the pulpit, right? And from experience, because the last few months, I have been so blessed with the souls that I get to work with. There's always a huge influx when everybody is working on themselves and working on their business of people coming to work with me, and I love it. I'm also exhausted. Both can be true. And I had a moment the other day where I was like, I don't know that I can do this. Literally, I don't know that I can do this. And one of my friends, who's a newer friend, they've been a friend of mine for 3.5 years. They said, I know that you're exhausted right now because after the last year of your life, you didn't work as much and you weren't really yourself. But this version of you today, the last January and February, since the first of the year, this version of you that's working, that's the version of you I met. That's the version of you that I saw every day. That version of you could do it. And this version of you can too. You just have to remember that you are capable. And after getting that reality check, this is why having good people in your life matters. Okay. After getting that reality check, I was like, oh, the scripture says, to whom much is given, much is expected. And sometimes we can be in a season where we're asking a lot, we're praying a lot, we're, on our knees, even praying for a chance of relief. And that relief in whatever situation, in time, finances, experiences, etc., that relief only can come when you do the work. And what became super powerful for me in that space, like to whom much is given, much is expected, it reframed it for me where I was like, oh yes, I have been asking for this for a while. I have been asking for the people who I need to help to show up. And it changed it from like, I am so exhausted, or I'm feeling so exhausted, to, gosh, I am so thankful for this season. And changing it into gratitude brings it into a joy moment. Like, I love the work that I do. I love the people I get to help. I love the experiences I get to have. I really do truly love this work. And to whom much is given, much is expected. And in that expectation, like, my gifts have to be used. And I am thankful and I love my gifts. And so I started, just basically drowning myself in gratitude for the work that I get to do and the experiences I get to have. And it was in that moment where I was like, oh, I have to go back to joy. I have to go back. And so if you found yourself in a place where you haven't been focusing on joy or happiness, or even thinking about gratitude and what makes you happy, I am challenging you to go back to it. Go back to writing out your gratitude list every night for things that happened to you during the day, people you spoke with, experiences you got to have. Because here's the thing, it's the yellow car theory. You've heard it before, you'll hear it again. It's my favorite. And I love to tell people, you don't typically see a yellow car on the road, right? It's not a very common car color. But within 24 hours of you listening to this, you're going to see a yellow car. I've even made it better. Not only are you going to see a yellow car, or vehicle, I should say, and it's not a bus. Buses don't count, okay? But you're going to see a yellow vehicle, and it's going to be a weird one, like one that you don't typically see in a yellow vehicle. It's going to happen in the next 24 hours of you listening to this. Why? Because I told you to focus on it. So now your brain is thinking about it. And so your brain is going to make you notice when they show up. It's not like you're actively looking for it everywhere you go, but your brain will notice it and pick up on it and be like, boom, yellow car. So on Saturday or Sunday when I was speaking, literally, as somebody was leaving the event, they saw a yellow Ram truck. I don't know about you, but I don't typically see Ram trucks in bright yellow. So they saw that. That next day, I saw a highlighter yellow Lamborghini. Friends, if you drive a Lamborghini, typically you have fuck you money, and God bless it for you. I love that journey for you. It just made me wonder, like, what made them choose highlighter yellow? Like, I have questions. I wanted to like wave them down and be like, hey, somebody saw multiple yellow Jeeps in a high school parking lot. That was at the event. Like, people are seeing it. And because I've told you you're going to see it, you're going to see it. Why this is important. What you think about, you bring about. The yellow car is just a very blatant example of what you think about, you bring about. So now, if you know this and you see the proof, if you are thinking about joy or seeking what makes you happy, guess what? More of that is going to show up in your life, just like random yellow cars. Actually, another random yellow car. I spoke from the stage last year about the yellow car theory. And I said that, they're going to run into a yellow car. Literally the next day, somebody that was in the crowd sent me a picture of a yellow Cybertruck. What? Yes. So you're going to see some random vehicle that's yellow in your space sometime soon. But back to your joy. When you're thinking about what makes you happy and what brings you joy, then it starts to show up. then you become more aware of it. I say it's the easiest thing for people to forget because sometimes it has to be a conscious decision that today I'm going to find something that makes me very happy. And joy and happiness is not something that you have to hold on to for special occasions, right? Joy is everywhere during the holiday season. I love the holiday season, but it's everywhere. And some people believe that joy only exists and stays inside of the holiday season. No, it's all of the time. Happiness is all of the time. You don't have to wait for an event or a vacation or XYZ in order to be happy. You can do that in every single day. If you can, one of the most powerful things you can do is work the vacation feeling into your everyday. It doesn't have to be all day, every day, but thinking about what you love most about vacation or the places you go and the experiences, work it into your everyday, whether it's in your decor, whether it's in the music that you listen to, whether it's in intentionally putting breaks in your day where you aren't responsible for 10,000 other people. That could be an hour, it could be 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. But thinking about what that vacation experience is that you're always longing for, bring it into your everyday. An example of this, my ultimate vacation is the beach. I don't care which beach. Just put me near water. Water is my jam. I am a water girl. I'm not a mountain girl. Some people are mountain people. It's not me. I am the ocean. And so during the day, I will actually listen to like the spa music sometimes that sounds like the ocean because it just puts me in that vacation feeling. It relaxes me. I will do the 15-minute nobody can get a hold of me breaks in my day where I'm not responsible to anybody. And that's because that's what vacation feels like to me. Like the minute I leave for a vacation, which I haven't been on a like true vacation in a very long time now that I'm thinking about it. Oh God, I'm going to add that to the list here soon. But the minute I'm on vacation, like there isn't an email in the world that is important to me. I am not. Jada, our nanny, she's got the kids and I know she can, and I'm out. Bye. Bye. That's that freeing feeling. So I put those feelings inside of my day. Joy and happiness can be really, really small things too. If you're like, I don't even know what makes me happy, which there are some people who can rattle off lists and lists and lists of things that make them happy. And there's some people who are like, I don't know. I don't even have a hobby. I don't know. So start small. It doesn't have to be massive things. It doesn't have to be flowers every day, or it doesn't even have to be something you have to spend money on, but like what makes you happy? What brings you joy? Y'all, I grew up in a home that did not have a lot of money. And I love Lisa Frank. Like when I was little, Lisa Frank was it. Grew up in the 90s and Lisa Frank was it, but there was not always Lisa Frank money. Now as an adult, I have stickers on everything. I do not care. My computer case, I wish I could show it to you right now. I can't because I'm on it. My computer case covered in stickers. My water bottle covered in stickers, some of which I made myself. Well, I didn't make. My friend Becky made them. She designed them for me. They look like Lisa Frank stickers, right? Like, I love me some stickers. That brings me joy. That brings me happiness. I've got these pens, the Pilot Pro V10 pens. Y'all, writing with those pens makes me super, super happy, like ridiculously happy. No one should be so happy about pens, but they make me happy. And it's little happiness and joy moments throughout my day. So there's little ones, but then there's also really big ones. So, me talking to this group of people about they needed to find joy was a huge gut check for me because I was like, gosh, I haven't really sat in joy and gratitude in quite some time because I've been living in the place of I am so exhausted. I am so busy. And one of the things I want to tell you, I am is one of the most powerful prayers. So you have to be very careful about how you use that statement. It's you are not exhausted. You are not tired. You are feeling exhausted. You are feeling tired. I am is an identity. And when you stick to, like, when you embed that identity inside of your head, that's who you become. So you got to change your languaging. Stop saying that, you're exhausted or you're tired or you're XYZ, and just say, I am feeling this way, because feelings come and go, identities stay. So be very careful about that. But that's what I've been doing. Like, I've just been running and not really filling my own cup up, still doing the habits that are important to me, like my prayer time and my movement, my water, and, actually eating and things like that. But I had lost the key of joy and happiness. Now, that's not to say I wasn't joyful and happy and I wasn't having a good time. I wasn't being mindful of it. I was not being mindful of it. And so when I'm not being mindful of it, I'm missing out on things that are actually happening around me. When you stay in the zone for too long, you miss out on what life is meant for. We are meant to have a good, abundant, and prosperous life. So, when I gave myself that reality check along with the people in the group, we were driving home from baseball last night, and Calvin was having a hard time. He was a little mad, and he's growing, I think. So he's in that state. Like, it's every time he grows, he gets a little mad and a lot hungry. And so I think the growth spurt's happening right now. So he was a little upset. But Frankie knows how to get him out of that space. And she started quoting things that they had been watching this weekend. And he just busts out laughing. And Calvin has, since he was a baby, he's always had the best laugh. Like, when that kid laughs, you just can't help but laugh with him. And so he's gut laughing. And I realized as I'm sitting here in this moment and I'm listening to them laugh, like, I had this just overwhelming, joyful feeling, this happiness feeling radiate through me, because I realized what I was listening to was, one, my son laughing, but his laugh has morphed into my dad's laugh. He laughs just like him. The cadence, the hissing, the not breathing. He even does this like crooked finger over his mouth thing that my dad used to do. Like, he still has a little bit of his Calvin baby laugh, but he laughs like my dad. So there I am, sitting in this moment that was once hard because he was a little off. And now I'm driving, listening to my dad laughing behind me. And I was like, God, this life is so good. Like, it's just so cool. Genetics, the coolest thing on the planet, right? And it was because I was willing to stay focused and also looking for that joy. I wake up in the morning and the first words out of my mouth are, Jesus loves me and everything goes my way. And then next is, please show me how good it can be. Show me how good it can be. Show me what joy can look like today. Show me what happiness can look like today. Because then while I'm going through hard moments or hard conversations or things I have to figure out, like, we were supposed to have a leadership retreat with one of my clients in Mexico in 2 weeks, and now we're having to pivot and figure that out, and that's crazy. Like, there's hard moments, but even when the hard moments are happening and when they're done, I'm like, okay, something really, really good is coming next. When you can believe in your heart of hearts, in your deepest parts of your soul, that there is good and happiness and joy in every moment, that it can exist, that it can come back, that it is not something that is limited to you. You're not limited to 2 happy moments a day. It is an infinite thing that you can have. When you can focus on that, when you can look at it, life gets really, really, really good again. When you focus on all the hard and you focus on all the bad, and that's what you get more of. Okay? So you may have forgotten. I'm bringing you right back in. Joy, love, happiness. That's what all of this is about. Start looking for it again. Start hunting for it again. Ask for it again, because it is your right. That is a right that you have as a human being, to live a really good life. And those 3 things, hunt for it, search for it. When you ask for it, it shows up. Use that as the foundation for absolutely changing your life. So if you forgot, that's okay. The best of us do. Circle back around and get back to work. Okay? You have got this. Life is really, really, really good. Despite it being hard, despite the bad parts, life is really good. So go out and find your joy, boo, and then message me. Tell me about it. Put it in the comments. When the videos go live on social media, tell me what your joy is. I want to know. I want to know what it is. And here's the thing, too. One last thing. I thought I was done. I'm not, turns out. When you know what your joy is and you start telling it to other people, they will start showing up and giving you your joy and your happiness without you having to ask. My friends know I love a good sticker. So oftentimes when they go different places throughout the world, they bring me home a sticker. And I'm the happiest person that could ever exist. My friends know that I love a good story. And so when something's happening in their lives, whether it's them or their kids, they'll call and tell me, because that just like our kids are so cool and they're doing such cool things. So like they always make sure to let me know so I can hype them up and I can, for being really good parents, and I can hype their kid up, which giving them so much praise is so very important. My friends know I love a good sparkling water and a good champagne, so they'll show up with it sometime. Memes, y'all. Memes that make me laugh so hard I cry. Superb. It's like they call it pebbling now. If you've heard of pebbling, like penguins, when they want to date each other, they drop a pebble at their feet, of the penguin, of the mate they want. The males do this to the females. They say that dropping memes of happiness to your friends is like pebbling, and I love it. Like my memes are always constantly stacked. People sending me stuff that they know is going to make me laugh, which is so cool. It is so fun. So once you find your joy, when you know it, tell your people. Hit the mic. Tell your people. Okay, and my AirPods just died. Okay, tell your people, because they will give it to you too. They will give it to you continuously and regularly. And it's just a really cool thing when you love life. It doesn't matter how busy you are. When you love life, life feels good. So if you forgot, here's your reminder. Download this, share it with a friend. Okay. Save it to your favorites so that when life gets hard and you need that pick me up and you need that reminder, go. But share it with your people. We are trying to help so many people in this world realize their power, their strength, what they're good at, that life can be good. So share it, share it, share it. And I am so very thankful for you all who listen regularly to the Say More Words podcast for inspiration and hope and all of the things that you're doing with it. Thank you for being a part of our community. Thank you for being in our space. I love it here. Make sure you go check out Caliper Cosmetics. Tell them Tamika sent you, and you'll get a little discount on your services while you're there. And just get back to living life again instead of letting life control you. Live your life. We're here to thrive, not survive. I love you, boo. I mean it. I'll talk to you soon.